What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here. This is Leverage Redemption Season 1, Episode 7, The Double-Edged Sword Job. So this one was pretty interesting. We do have another main story focused on Brianna, and on the one hand, a little frustrated because this is the second one in a row where she is the main focus. And I don't know, I do want a bit more diversity. I want some other characters to kind of be the main focus. They're the ones that are having to deal with something connected to the job. Because we had one with Harry, a few episodes ago. So that's a little frustrating. But on the other hand, one, we are getting more, I guess, character development for her. She's becoming a bit more deep than just the quirky young go-getter. We find out she's having apparently a very checkered history. We don't find out everything about it, but they do get a list of kind of all of her misdeeds and all of that. And on top of that, she does have to go head to head with somebody that she sees as better than her, so it gives her a little bit more, I guess, fire. The guy nearly kills her as well, so kind of lights a fire under her and gets her more motivated to help. So that was fine. And on top of that, something else that this show I think does a bit better than the old show is this show tends to give all of the characters something to do. In the last show, it was typically like one character had their main connection to the con, whatever was going on, and then everybody else, like, they were either just a part of the con and that was it, or they were helping out that person with that part of the con. So it wasn't really like the stories were being spread out around the group. It was just the one person had some emotional connection to whatever was happening. This it definitely feels like there's a little bit more for everybody to chew on, something for them to focus on, with this one in particular, Brianna obviously going up against the hacker. But for Harry, it's a guy that apparently created this app that he used to be into. And I don't know, we don't really know how that connects to him yet. We're finding out a bit more about him each episode, about his family and stuff. So I don't know if that's going to actually play into something or if this is just a funny little side joke of like, oh, he plays video games too. For Elliot, his connection with this marshal that shows up to arrest him whenever they fake an ID for him. And then Sophie and Parker were a little bit more on the outside in this, but they were still very connected to the guy, just trying to, I guess, figure him out because he was very much an enigma, and trying to, I guess, hack hack him himself. So it was all very well set up, and honestly, this case was very well set up. You've got somebody who was a client of Leverage before this show, but after the first show ended. So Parker, Elliot, and Hardison helped her find the new identity and get away from this abusive ex-boyfriend. But now he's tracked her down again. And I like the fact that we are diving into those cases a little bit, and I hope we do it more. I'd like to know a bit more about what happened between the last show ending and now. Because honestly, I don't even know if we've even talked about, Sophie. What was she up to? What were she and Nate up to all this time? How did Nate die? We don't know any of this yet. So, I would like to tackle, I guess, that a bit more and kind of fill in the blanks of what's been happening all these years. So this is a nice little throw-in to kind of tie the two shows together. But yeah, so, trying to find out what's going on with that, trying to find out how did he track her down, because Hardison built this program, this algorithm that apparently was supposed to be untraceable, make it to where he couldn't track her down, and so then finding this new system that this guy has set up that basically can identify you from a nose. It was pretty interesting, and I like the setup for it, and I like the system itself, because it does seem very intimidating to know all you need to see is like the tip of somebody's nose, who they are, and what they're likely to do based on predictive technology and algorithms, basically. So I like that. And then on top of that, throw a bit of Smart House in there as well, because he's got this AI assistant that's helping him and keeping track of everything. It does kind of get me interested to see how they're going to utilize this, because this seems like it's not something that's just going to be thrown away, right? Like, you managed to get a hold of this guy's very intelligent system that he set up. This assistant. Did I say assistant? I think I said assistant. I don't know why. But essentially something that can really help them when it comes to kind of keeping an eye on their hideout, making sure that nobody's doing anything that's going to hack them or anybody breaks in. I hope they use it. I hope it's not something that they just, oh, we have this now, and then we're never going to talk about it again after this episode. We'll see. I doubt they're going to do that, but at the same time, they could. They could just see it as like it's funny you turned her on your side and she called you guys awesome. And in my mind, I'm just like, no, you use that thing. You use it to help you. But anyways, so all in all, very good episode. There wasn't really a whole lot else to talk about it outside of kind of the main story. Elliot and the Marshal, I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. It could. She seems like a character that might be coming back. Honestly, though, just all of the jokes surrounding Elliot in this episode were really, really funny. Like, the comedy on him in this episode was just top-notch. Had me really laughing and busting the gut. So, yeah, just a lot of good moments with that. And then with Brianna, again, just more character development, giving her something that's a bit deeper than what we've seen so far. I don't know if Hardison's going to be coming back soonish, but it seems like they are kind of setting it up that he'll be coming back soon to see how she's doing, and it feels like that's what it's leading to. That's just how I hope it happens. I don't know if he's actually going to come back or not, but I just see it as like she starts to doubt herself, but then she overcomes it, and she's really integrating herself into the team. And I could see Hardison coming back in the next few episodes, just sort of check on things, and then having a nice moment where he realizes that she is doing a good job, and he did leave her in capable hands, and also left the team in capable hands that can replace him. So, yeah, I hope they do that, but we'll see what happens. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they started with releasing just these first 8 episodes, and then they just recently released the second 8. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like a half season, another half season. So this might be like a mid-season finale coming up. So maybe we'll end on a bit of a cliffhanger or something. I don't know. I'm excited. It's got me hooked now. It's got me feeling like I want to see more, and that's the best thing the show could do, is getting me excited to see more, because that's what the original show did very early on. I wanted to see these fun heists, these fun capers that this team went on. It was a very fun concept, and they did a good job of keeping me hooked and keeping me entertained. So I hope this show continues to do the same. But all in all, that's it for me. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What were your thoughts on this episode? Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Leverage Redemption reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.